Hi guys, it's Sheena from Teton Raptor Center and I'm here to give you all this week's patient update. So let's go ahead and get started. First up this week is Merlin 3-9. This is our tiny but mighty falcon that we've got in the ICU. This is the bird that came in with a dislocated elbow that was corrected under anesthesia by our veterinarians. And this bird will reside in the ICU with a wing wrap on his right wing for another week before it will be stable enough for physical therapy. Next up is Redtailed Hawk 221, and this bird's broken wing is healing up really well after surgery. There has been a constant and slow bleed at the surgical incision site. And at this stage in the game, this shouldn't be an issue, however it was. So we looked into this a little bit more. It unfortunately is a typical symptom for birds with rodenticide poisoning to continue bleeding from even a small scrape. So we did start him on a course of blood thinning medication, which has helped dramatically. Next up is Redtailed Hawk 210, and this is the bird that's living in the flight barn with Redtailed Hawk 525. He's flying beautifully and refuses to come down low on the ground, so that's why he's way up on his perch. Kind of hard to get a photo of him up there with the light in the background, but he'll begin live prey testing soon, and he's also going to receive a follow-up eye exam in a couple of weeks before being ready for release. Here we have immature bald eagle 210, and this bird has healed from his humerus fracture, and we're planning on getting him into the flight barn next week. There is, however, a wound on his cere that has gotten larger, and so we did put a bandage near the beak just to help keep the affected area covered. These pictures were all taken after he had just woken up from anesthesia, in which we were doing physical therapy on the previously broken wing. Up next is Golden Eagle 2-9, and she is set to begin flight conditioning in the next few days. The lead level has remained low and the coracoid fracture has healed really well. We do plan on outfitting this bird with a transmitter since it will be part of Teton Raptor Center's Golden Eagle research project, and that data will help contribute to a migratory study. Next up is Great Horned Owl 130, and this bird has actually been moved out of the flight barn and into the PCU. And this is just because she still has some wing trauma to her left wing, and we want to give that a little bit more time to heal, even though she is able to fly. She is on a course of anti-inflammatory pain medication, which we anticipate will help out a bit with that. Here we have Common Raven 111, and this bird is still receiving physical therapy regularly and acupuncture once a week to help improve the range of motion in her wing after the trauma that she sustained from the gunshot wound. You can see in this picture that the wing is a little bit droopy on one side, so we're hoping that with physical therapy and acupuncture that we can correct this. Here we have Great Horned Owl 1112, and this bird is undergoing flight conditioning to help improve the range of motion in her wing. And she's also been getting acupuncture once a week. And we're not sure if it's really making a difference for the raven and this bird, but there certainly is no downside to it. So we're going to give it a go, and we're going to hope that it might help improve the overall wing function. Next up is our juvenile Swainsons Hawk that is moving to our education program, and she is looking for a name. We'd like to give her a Spanish name so that we can pay homage to her migratory roots. So right now staff are compiling a list of names which will then be voted on to determine the winning name. Here's a really goofy video of her trying to shove this really large piece of food in her mouth, and she eventually gives up and holds it in her foot and bites off smaller pieces. But she's doing great so far on the glove, and we're excited to get this bird transferred to our Department of Education. Next, we've got Redtailed Hawk 525, and he is living with the other Redtailed Hawk 210 in the flight barn. And this bird is planning on being released next month when his transmitter arrives, and we're eagerly awaiting warmer temperatures and less snowpack so that we can get this bird out the door. Last but not least is our beautiful golden girl. This is Golden Eagle 42, and she is still awaiting paperwork to finalize her transfer to the Ecotarium in Massachusetts, but until then, she is happy and healthy here with us. All right, that's all we've got for this week. I hope you guys enjoyed learning more about our birds, and I look forward to talking with you all next week. To learn more about what we do here at Teton Raptor Center, go to tetonraptorcenter.org and consider making a donation to help keep wild birds wild. Thank you. Bye.